Greetings, my intellectual companions. Today, we embark on an analytical journey through the evocative lyrics of The Weeknd's latest album, Hurry Up Tomorrow. In fact, the track we'll be dissecting is also called Hurry Up Tomorrow. I'm starting to think someone wants to hurry up tomorrow. Anywho, let us dive into the first verse. Wash me with your fire. Who else has to pay for my sins? My love's fabricated, it's too late to save it. Now I'm ready for the end, so burn me with your light. I have no more fights left to win, tie me up to face it. I can't run away, and I'll accept that it's the end. The opening plea, wash me with your fire, presents a compelling paradox. Fire, traditionally a symbol of destruction, is invoked here as a purifying agent. This suggests a desire for cleansing through intense, perhaps painful means. A yearning for redemption through trial by fire. The subsequent inquiry, who else has to pay for my sins, indicates a profound sense of guilt and accountability. The Weeknd acknowledges the repercussions of his actions, questioning who else might suffer due to their transgressions. Another way to interpret these lines, however, is like this. The words could be aimed at God, as the mention of fire may allude to hell, and this imagery is supported by Abel's mention of paying for his sins. The first word being wash conveys the notion that Abel wants to be purified and cleaned from his sins, as we've already mentioned. But this could be referencing the end of the Weeknd persona and his rebirth as Abel. Remarkable indeed. In the admission, my love's fabricated, it's too late to save it, there's a recognition of inauthenticity in his expressions of love. The term fabricated implies a constructed or false affection, and the awareness that it's beyond salvation underscores a deep-seated regret. It should be noted that, as seen throughout the Weeknd persona, he tends to never express true love. Rather, he just has numerous sexual encounters with multiple different women, being driven by hedonism, not love. In this line, Abel is accepting the fact that he never truly loved the girls he interacted with, and that he knows he can't change. The declaration, now I'm ready for the end, coupled with, I have no more fights left to win, conveys a surrender, a readiness to face consequences or an impending conclusion, having exhausted all efforts. It can also be a reference to the end of the trilogy of albums that is After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow, suggesting it's the end of an important part of his career, and he is prepared to face what comes after it. The imagery of being burned with your light and tied up to face it evokes a sense of unavoidable reckoning. He is prepared to confront his fate directly, unable to escape, and chooses to accept it. Collectively, this verse encapsulates themes of guilt, repentance, and the inevitability of facing one's actions. It reflects a journey towards self-awareness and the acceptance of consequences, a narrative arc that resonates deeply within the human experience. There's an important lesson to take away from this. When you play with fire, expect to get burned, but sometimes that's how you find your true self. Now, of course, I knew that already, but that's because I'm a genius, and you're not. Respectfully, of course. Now, let us proceed to the next verse to further unravel this intricate tapestry of lyrical expression. And I hope that I find what I'm looking for. I hope someone's watching from up above. I'm done with the lies. I'm done with the loss. I hope my confession is enough. In this passage, he expresses a fervent desire for fulfillment and guidance. The repetition of I hope underscores a sense of yearning and uncertainty, suggesting an internal quest for meaning or resolution. The line, "I hope someone's watching from up above," introduces a spiritual dimension, implying a plea for divine oversight or approval. This reflects a longing for validation or redemption from a higher power. By declaring, "I'm done with the lies, I'm done with the loss," Abel conveys a decisive rejection of deceit and the sorrow it brings. This indicates a turning point, a commitment to honesty and a desire to move beyond past deceptions and their associated pain. The closing sentiment, "I hope my confession is enough," reveals a sense of vulnerability. The Weeknd seeks absolution, hoping that their admission of wrongdoing will suffice to atone for past transgressions. Collectively, this pre-chorus encapsulates themes of introspection, repentance, and the pursuit of redemption. It portrays an individual grappling with their conscience, seeking forgiveness, and aspiring to personal growth. What we can all learn from this is, when you're done with the lies and the loss, a true confession might just be the simple move you need to proceed. With that being said, let us now move on to the chorus to further unravel the narrative woven within this evocative composition. "So I see heaven after love. I want heaven when I die. I want a change. I want the pain no more." Here he expresses a profound yearning for transcendence and relief from suffering. The phrase, "so I see heaven after love," suggests that following experiences of love, he envisions a state of ultimate peace or paradise that will hopefully be waiting for him. This could imply that love serves as a gateway to a higher state of being or understanding. Or maybe I'm just chatting absolute shit. Who knows? Anyway, the subsequent line, "I want heaven when I die," reinforces this desire for eternal peace, indicating a hope that the afterlife will provide the solace and fulfillment that may have been elusive during mortal existence. The declarations, "I want to change, I want the pain no more," convey a strong desire for personal transformation and an end to suffering. This reflects a recognition of current dissatisfaction and a commitment to pursuing a better state of being, free from the burdens that currently afflict him. Collectively, this chorus encapsulates themes of aspiration for spiritual fulfillment, the pursuit of personal growth, and the longing for an end to emotional or existential pain. It portrays an individual seeking to transcend their current circumstances in search of a more harmonious and enlightened existence. After all, The Weeknd has had a full, lay-me-bare approach of expression during his album trilogy. He has committed sins, and he has gone through tough breakups throughout his love life. But now he wants to be reborn as Abel. He wants to live a peaceful life with no more addiction, suffering, and pain. This is quite the heartfelt track, isn't it, my dear boys and girls? We have certainly received a fine gift from The Weeknd, haven't we? Everyone, say thank you to him right now. Thank you. Now, let us proceed to the next verse. "I took so much more than their lives. They took a piece of me, and I've been trying to fill that void that my father left, so no one else abandons me. I'm sorry. I promise I'm sorry, but now I'm drowning in the same tub where I learned how to swim, with my mother trying to save every ounce of my innocence. I failed her like I failed myself. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry." In this second verse, The Weeknd delves into profound personal reflections, acknowledging the deep-seated impacts of past actions and relationships. The opening lines, "I took so much more than their lives, they took a piece of me," suggest a mutual exchange of harm and loss. This could imply that while he has caused significant damage to others, he has also suffered losing integral parts of himself in the process. Ah, relatable. I too have experienced this. Like when Piltover betrayed me. Fuck you, Jace. Fuck you. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the admission. I've been trying to fill that void that my father left so no one else abandons me, reveals a deep-rooted abandonment issue stemming from paternal absence. This void has driven the Weeknd's actions, possibly leading to unhealthy attachments or behaviors aimed at preventing further abandonment. The repeated apologies, "I'm sorry, I promise I'm sorry," indicate a profound sense of remorse for past actions and their consequences. The line, "but now I'm drowning in the same tub where I learned how to swim," suggests that the very environment or circumstances that once provided growth and learning have become overwhelming and detrimental. This could symbolize a return to past struggles, or being consumed by one's origins. The lines, "With my mother trying to save every ounce of my innocence, I failed her like I failed myself," highlight the mother's efforts to protect the protagonist's purity and the protagonist's acknowledgement of failing both their mother and themselves. However, when you put both these lines together, you realize he is referencing the 6th track on the album, Baptized in Fear. In the song, Abel dies in his bathtub after kicking the faucet. Unable to move due to being in a state of paralysis, he drowns. The closing apology, "Mama, I'm sorry, oh yeah," underscores the deep remorse felt towards his mother, acknowledging the pain he's caused to her. Collectively, this verse explores themes of guilt, familial relationships, abandonment, and self-reflection. It portrays an individual grappling with the consequences of their actions and the deep-seated emotional wounds that have shaped their journey. Throughout Abel's The Weeknd persona, we have witnessed him being a playboy, wealthy, indulging in numerous sexual relationships, fame, and also misery, resulting in the use of substances to try and cope with his emotions. All aspects of him that we have seen are the opposite of innocence. His innocence is what his mother was trying to save, while he was destroying it. The way he sees things now has significantly changed. He has reflected on himself. Abel now feels remorseful for how he lived his life, ignoring his mother's wishes. The honesty and conscientiousness being shown is respectable and is something everyone should actively try to work on within themselves too. The pre-chorus and chorus then repeat after this to end the track. Both are identical, but with one significant change in each of them. In the pre-chorus, he clarifies, "I hope that he's watching from up above." Who is he referring to? I ain't got a blood clot clue. So you let me know in the comments, okay, chat? Thank you. In the chorus, he also makes a slight change and says, "No, I need heaven after life," instead of "I want heaven after I die." This is highly crucial to the track, as this is essentially Abel showing the listeners how much his priorities and what's significant and important to his life has changed, compared to that of which was important and significant to the Weeknd version of him he once used to be. And I think that's the perfect note to end this lyrical deep dive on. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Some love would be very much appreciated. Don't forget to write which songs you'd like me to cover next. You can go as crazy as you like. No song is off limits. I love you all. Goodbye.